Tito, the spirit coach, getting you and shape it for the age of Aquarius yet again. And happy Thursday and shit like that. Happy Thursday to all the individuals across the motherfucking land. You know what I'm saying? Today is a Jupiter day in Gemini. So get motherfucking prepared. It's just like any other day, but we got a little extra emphasis on Jupiter day in Gemini and since of it going direct. So, it has went direct and, now it's in the space where, you know, your ass gotta be a little bit more direct and shit like that too. You feel me? With your experiences and your expansion. So, I want everybody to get, everybody that I know and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, to kind of get familiar with these energies because I know I be kicking a lot of shit. I be chopping a lot of shit up, putting it in grams and stuff like that. And backing it up and selling it to y'all via YouTube. You feel me? So, and so this, you know, what we see, the body is the tree, you know what I'm saying? So we got the internal tree and shit like that too and shit like that. So you know what I'm saying? When they see Avatar and stuff like that, you know what it is now. We got the internal tree and shit like that, where the natives is connected to the work. You know what I'm saying? The natives is connected to the uh the growth, the progression, the stead pace of things. You know what I'm saying? As far as when they say, oh, natives is connected to spirituality and they land and stuff like that. Yeah, man, we just look at things and shit like that. like we just observe things. We just observe, shit like trees and shit like grass and shit like, you know what I'm saying, seasons, and we observe changes and, all types of things like that. But, it ain't nothing too crazy and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, what a person should be invested in. Like, I don't get like, if y'all really go back and look at some of them stories of shit and like how it got here, it really don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense. But, we're gonna talk about Jupiter and Gemini because this is sharing your logic and faith with others and your environment. You know what I'm saying? So you want to share what's logical, with your people. Share what's logical with your environment. You want to share what's logical with, you know, your groups of friends and shit like that. All that time when we had Jupiter go retrograde in Gemini, we had a whole lot of situations with our friends coming back. You know what I'm saying? Far as, shit just happening, like past things. Shit, you might have a past death. You might have a past friend come back, or past ideas that you got from your friends that came back and shit like that. And now, we in a situation where that is no longer. You feel me? Now it's direct. So now all of them experiences that you develop from interacting with this friend, having this phone call with this friend, you know what I'm saying? Seeing where you went wrong with this friend, see where you didn't speak up last time, see where you didn't communicate, what you thought and shit like that. All of them situations came back while Jupiter is retrograde. So now, what I'm saying, it's in a space where Jupiter is direct. So now what we got to communicate got to be direct and communicated and connected to our environment. So you don't really even want to pay attention to anything that's like trolls or anything because they don't match your vibe. You feel me? Like you want to connect with people who you connect with. Like why would you even get on the internet and try to make that something real? You know what I'm saying? Like, so for the most part, we're gonna expand what we familiar with. And you niggas, everybody need to know what we familiar with, right? You feel me? Like if you the shit and you got an idea and you got thoughts and you got feelings and creativity, then most of the times you're gonna want to express that and shit like that. And it's gonna be amongst people that you fuck with. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else can step out the door and shit like that. Invite only and shit. You know what I'm saying? Invite only. So if they do come in, they're getting ready to get their ass outcasted in some type of way. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we expanded what we familiar with. So, you know, you want to be for, you know, you and what you familiar with. You can't be doing no goofy shit. If you're doing goofy shit, that's because during the retrograde, you know what I'm saying, these old thoughts about where you was at, your society, your community, how you go about that, them things was them things was coming back and shit like that. And your you see Gemini is your mental familiarity. So we can even break down Gemini in its total. You know, it's an air sign. So air, you know, it's not water. So, you know, it's not about fusion. You know, it's not earth. So it's not about condensing things and making shit stable. You know what I'm saying? It's not even fire, where it's even in a space where it's about expression and shit like that and being seen and shit like that. No, it's about logic. You feel me? It's about logic. It's about logic. It's about logic. You feel me? You feel me? So yeah. So but yeah, y'all watch my page because the trolls and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? The trolls. If you don't got control, look, I got under 1,000 subscribers and shit like that, right? But I got some of the most trolls. So let's let you know that my sentiment and the shit I be kicking, for some reason, YouTube has hired people to distract people and create narratives around people in the chat. So we've been seeing that for the last month or so. So y'all know the situation YouTube is in right now, especially when you try to have some type of message to wake people up. But don't get it fucked up because it ain't even about waking people up. You know what I'm saying? You just on here being you. You just on here being yourself. You just on here doing you and shit like that. So the reason why they put people in the chat to like incite uh, some type of reaction or motivation is likely because they want to see some type of reaction out of y'all or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That all of y'all on here. But but anyway, you always gotta look at it like just a lame gonna want attention and shit like that. Lames want attention, so they want y'all to be off here so they can get attention and shit like that. Not how they ads run up on y'all shit. That's why they just want attention, man. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel me? You feel me? Let me see. You feel me? But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's just. You know what I'm saying? Real stuff. But yeah, motherfuckers just go on attention. So you know you want to get crafty and get familiar with who you is and shit like that. Get that attention. You know what I'm saying? Let them be outside the door. But for the most part, like I said, when you got trolls in your chat and you under like, I mean, my shit not under 1,000 subscribers. My shit just hit 1,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? So, but but it hit us. No, it hit 1,000 subscribers last year. I want to say my shit hit 1,000 subscribers last year, and since from then, you know what I'm saying, my numbers, as far as my watch time, could be getting blocked. And trust me, I got plenty watch time. I got videos with hella views and shit like that, 15K. You know what I'm saying? 13K here. So my watch time is up there. You know, but it's just, but trust me, it's not being about what people into. Like that's what Jupiter and Gemini gonna teach us. Like fuck what people is into. You know what I'm saying? Like Jupiter retrograde, we had a lot of old past ideas coming back about getting with your people and stuff like that. But now it's Jupiter direct, so it's just like it is sharing your logic and faith, okay, with your environment. And so okay, so Gemini is logical. So that's what we talking about. So the air sign. Let's get to the air sign of Gemini. So Gemini is logical. Okay, so it's not really something. A logic is like more so like a cloud. You can look at it like cloud or information. You know what I'm saying? Or something that's ideal or something like that. You know, so you know when a cloud is it's not too close to earth like a tree or something like that, or a seed, or too heavy like that. You know, it's just light enough to where you can be you. I mean, you can separate from everybody else, but you can still dip down and see, you know what I'm saying, the ground and shit like that, you know what I'm saying, via accumulation and rain. So you know that's your next form you're going into. And then, you know, when you have, uh, you're in the cloud or in the air, you know what I'm saying, you still can be seen with the naked eye, you know, from the ground and shit like that. So you can still be interpreted, and it can be an idea that can be higher. You know what I'm saying? So that's how you supposed to look at air and its formations. Now, air also don't got a form where it don't like to be seen. You know what I'm saying? And um, you know, well, a cloud is not air and shit like that, but you can look at some of the air signs, that's what they create type shit. You get what I'm saying? So you can be, your mind can be heavy, you know what I'm saying, or it can be light, you know what I'm saying, unseen, and you can be in your own space doing you, not giving a fuck who in the fucking chat or saying some stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. Real shit, because people don't be saying shit. But yeah, for the most part, you want to be invested into your experience, right? Because Jupiter is expansion, experience, meanings and reasons and shit like that. So you want to expand, you know, and go look up the definition of expansion. You know what I'm saying? It's synonymous to stretch. So this is like stretching out or getting out of something. You know what I'm saying? Now, you can get out of something harmonious or harmful. Harmonious would be in a way of, you know, you taking the little details, you know, and uh, causing expansion, you know, little by little. You know what I'm saying? Having the right ideas, having the right things, people, places, conversations, you know what I'm saying, to untie the tightness of that situation that you in around. You know what I'm saying? So expansion would be, you know, utilizing your knowledge. You know, utilizing what you didn't gain. Oh yeah, I know this motherfucker gonna do this. Oh yeah, I know this motherfucker gonna be in this state of being. Oh yeah, I know this, you know what I'm saying? Or oh yeah, I know, you know, how I, when I did it like this last time, it gave me these results. So it's about experiences and expansion. So, you know, when we had them experiences coming back, you know what I'm saying, as far as Jupiter and shit like that, was past things that we had developed and gained knowledge to, you know what I'm saying, through the sense of communication, you know what I'm saying, with our friends, our environment, you know what I'm saying, and how we think, our mental environment and stuff like that. And we was forced to get more familiar and learn, you know what I'm saying, about where we was at mentally and in a community sense of our surroundings and shit like that, you know. So now it's direct. Now you should know where you at and shit like that. So now you got to go direct on that. It's not going to really be no more past. So if you still see people doing stupid shit, like trolling and shit like that, them is all lost people. And shit like that. You want to expand with your community. You know what I'm saying? What is y'all doing? What are you doing? What are you doing amongst your community? And shit like that. Because you may have friends that y'all can ask y'all what y'all doing. If not, if you don't got friends and shit like that, at least you got your own environment. And if your own environment is about trolling someone else or doing some retarded shit, then, you know what I'm saying, that's what it is. We can see your environment. We know where you want to expand and experience from. So, Jupiter. Now, we can get to the alignments of Jupiter right now, just to break down and shit like that for y'all, that y'all can know what the fuck is situation and shit like that, because it is a situation. It is a situation. So what are you teaching your environment? So are you teaching them to be like you know what I'm saying, in ways, positive ways, you know what I'm saying, where you can be example of having a faith or having some type of knowledge? Or are you teaching your environment, you just free and you just doing dumb shit? You know what I mean? So you gotta know it's logic. That's the key point within Gemini. Logic. You know what I'm saying? Making it make sense. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gotta be Earth where you know what I'm saying, it gotta make total sense, but you know what I'm saying, we get like, you know what I'm saying, we can like shit like that. And I'm just, me, I'm, you know what I'm saying, I develop past humans and stuff like that. So I don't even really be talking to humans like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even really be talking to humans like that. So we just gotta make shifts. We gotta make sense of what we doing out here and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? My conversation be with the holy ones. Shout out to all y'all. And yeah, that's what the fuck it is. You know, but yeah, so we got Moon conjunct Jupiter. So Moon is currently in Gemini, and Jupiter is in Gemini, right? So Moon, what is that? Moon is our feelings, our emotions, our ability to receive in the world that we in. So right now, since the Moon is in the same space as Jupiter, hold on. Now, so since it's in the same, the Moon is in the same space as Jupiter, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna want to feel comfortable with our experiences, and you know, about our environment and shit like that. So, you know, whatever you attract right now, as far as your experiences, you know, that's gonna be what you are, what you trying to make some type of comfort around, or what you trying to feel comfortable with. You know what I'm saying? As far as your faith, as far as your expressions and shit like that, or as far as your experience and wisdom via, you know, your surroundings. So your friends might bring you different ideas. You know, this person might bring their surrounding to the table and their ideas. That person might bring their surroundings and shit to the table and their ideas and all of that shit. And then you gonna have your surroundings and all the thoughts and the spirits in that space that you didn't, you know, you didn't add around you and shit like that. You about to bring your shit. So, you know what I'm saying? Now, your spirit ain't nothing. You know, spirit is no thing. So, you know, you somewhere in the center of that, you know what I'm saying? Kind of just receiving and carving out and expressing what's in your space. You know what I'm saying? Just based upon what we do naturally to individualize, because ain't nobody just gonna shut the fuck up and not say nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? That's the space that you in, as far as individualizing yourself in your community. Now you doing that but with the chakra of Jupiter and shit like that. And the chakra of Jupiter is the chakra of Jupiter is all of the wisdom and knowledge you gain and the experiences that you have. You know what I'm saying? And all the way internally to what we call that, you know, stretching or getting out, or you know what I'm saying, or getting out something. You know what I'm saying? Going out, you know what I'm saying? That's really up and shit like that. So we got in and shit like that. That's down. You know what I'm saying? You get some downtime, you be to yourself, you go inward, and then when you expand, you know what I'm saying? That's out, up type shit, whatever. But you know, this is the ways that you know, we utilize this shit all the way from the psychological, you know what I'm saying, with just experiencing each other and shit like that, and having one moment, because this moment is expansion too, you know what I'm saying, as well, because obviously I did this, right? I said something, but I'm never going to be able to say that same thing I just said, like that same thing in the same moment again. So that lets you know, bitch, we expanding and shit like that. We not exploding, because if we was and shit like that, we'll see the universe dissipate and turn into some whole other shit. So it's a sense of expansion going on here, you know? So with that sense of expansion, you know, it's time, bitch. It's time to expand and shit like that. So how are you familiar with showing your knowledge, you know what I'm saying, amongst your community? And that's it. And that's it. What that's all. That's all you gotta know. All you gotta know. But yeah, Moon conjunct Jupiter. So right now, you know, we gonna feel connected to that wisdom and that knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And want to communicate that, you know what I'm saying, via friends, you know what I'm saying, via circles, you know, via the homies, via the girls or whatever. You might be with your girl, you might want to, you know, share some knowledge and shit like that, and showing how you coming and shit like that, because for the most part, everybody gonna want to feel that free energy. You know what I'm saying? So it's either we gain knowledge from others, you know, in some type of way, where we are, you know, filtering what works and what doesn't, you know, for our experience and shit like that. Or we just got the way to motherfucking teach, and that will be the antidote for your motherfucking experience. And it ain't in between, or if that's what it is, Jupiter and Gemini. So Moon conjunct Jupiter. So Moon is feeling, you know what I'm saying? Moon is like what we getting comfortable with. So we're gonna want to get comfortable with that expansion too right now, just because the moon is there. Conjunct moon move fast and shit like that. But when we got the moon uh conjunct a sign or in the same space of a sign, you know that's gonna be there for about 2-3 days. So you can have access to that energy within those couple days and shit like that. You know. And also too, you know, we got Mercury trying Jupiter and shit like that. So we gonna want to be more logical. Logical. I made up a new word. We gonna want to be logical about the things that we're experiencing and shit like that. We got like, the gift to be logical about the things that we experiencing and shit like that, and be able to communicate and make sense of them and ideas and stuff like that. If you ain't able to do that, then you know what I'm saying, you probably on some, you'll probably need to tune up. Probably need to tune up spiritually and stuff like that. You don't know how to make sense of you experiencing stuff. You think somebody doing something to you or something like that. No, it's always your fault. It's always your fault. Okay? It's always your fault. You gotta understand your experiences. Okay, but yeah, we got the gift to communicate about our experiences and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Jupiter is in Gemini. Mercury is in uh Aquarius, I think. Yeah. Yep. 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 So Mercury's in Aquarius, so there's gonna be rationalizing our ideas. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna be in rationalizing our ideas about what we associate with. You know what I'm saying? So you got to be logical even about like what you associating with right now. You know what I'm saying? Or if you don't got no idea or a way to think about what you associating with, you could be just associated with any old thing right now. And you don't want that. You don't want that. Trust me. You don't want that. Okay? Okay. I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that. I don't think you want that. Yeah. 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 Shout out to everybody in the spiritual community, for real shit. Shout out to everybody in the spiritual community. Rise and shine on that ass. You know what I'm saying? Feel expanded. You know, you want to feel expanded. You know what I'm saying? Let me get back in the real world. Trump. You know what I'm saying? Head ass. All right. What else we got? We got the sun trine Jupiter too. So, you know, you're going to have the gift to uh, make more lighter sense of about your experience. So you got, you know, you get to express your experiences and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Or you get to get seen for your knowledge or your wisdom. You got the gift to be seen for your knowledge and wisdom when the sun and Mercury too. Yeah, the sun and Mercury trine Jupiter from Aquarius and shit like that. So, you know, you want to be seen for your knowledge. You want to be seen for your wisdom. You want to be seen for your ability to expand. You know what I'm saying? Getting, you know, getting better situations in your life, you know, mentally, right? Because we talking mentally. So if you don't like your mental environment right now, you know, it's because whenever we had this retrograde and them things was coming back, you know what I'm saying, you was probably agreeing with too many of them old principles that put you in the same place and stuff. And that's why you like, I don't like this and shit like that. Because that ain't you. You're not supposed, that ain't you. You're supposed to be doing something new. You're supposed to be doing something new. You feel me? Fuck out of here. The fuck? The fuck is this guy problem, man? The fuck he don't want to expand? Get the fuck out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Bitch, cabron. I don't even know if that's the same. All right, Jupiter square Saturn. So we learn to be more grounded with our experiences too. So that's another thing. You know, Saturn is structure, reality. So we learn to set up. You know what I'm saying? We learn how to set up. You know what I'm saying? Place boundaries on niggas real quick. Real quick. Place boundaries on things, especially that's dealing with our beliefs and shit like that. So we gotta learn how to expand our beliefs about shit. You know what I'm saying? Type shit too. So remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. Remember that. But yeah, man, that's really it. Jupiter and Gemini. In a nutshell. So really, you know, this is for each individual, that comes to this live, that, understanding the tool and shit like that. That's what it's about, understanding the tool that you have access to. Because some people get up, what's, because it's all about what we're going to do Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? You saying, okay, what we doing tomorrow? Okay, what are we doing Sunday? What we doing, this. And these words and shit like that was created with like energies behind them and shit like that. So, with knowing, you got to know certain things. And once you know these energies behind this stuff like that, and a lot of this shit was created with the help of Native Americans. So, we already had our sauce in what we created. That's why I can teach all this, because I know I got past lives where I remember doing this shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember um, teaching and shit like that. Well, or helping create the system and shit like that. That's why I'm Zeus. So either Thursday, you either gonna want to feel free or not, right? So you either in your bed, on your couch, you want to either get your expression out or not. So that's how you supposed to look at Thursday, because it's created with the energy of Jupiter and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Friday, Venus Day, you gonna feel appreciative, or you gonna feel in a space where you really can't be appreciative, right? Saturday, you gonna either feel structured, you know what I'm saying, like you getting busy, or you gonna feel lazy type shit. So these is wheels and shit like that. So a planet is a wheel, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we always will things into existence. So you see birth, the life, and the death of something, um, and that transition. You know what I'm saying? AKA, us having to do that again in some way and shit like that. But we see the birth, life, and death of um, these wheels that we create and shit. So when something expired, when something is at its highest point, well, your spirit know these things. So you have to go ahead and decipher, which one uh which state phase you in, you know what I'm saying, as a developed adult experience. You know what I'm saying? Is this something that's finna start? You know what I'm saying? Because if it's something that's finna start, you know what I'm saying, especially if it's in its physical attribute, you know what I'm saying, that that's something that could lead into, something that you put too much energy in. You know what I'm saying? If something that's at its height, you know, that would be something that like it ain't really good no more. So it's about to go through a fall and shit like that. That getting it in where it was good, it ain't necessarily really good that no more. And then when you got something like a death, this is something that you can't do no more type shit. You know what I'm saying? You can't really do the same thing that you was doing with that thing no more, because it not only is it unpleasurable, you experienced felt the falling of it before, you know, which would be like um motherfucking how you when you experience the fall of something. This is like, yeah, like you kind of putting it down, or you know what I'm saying, putting that basketball down, or putting your faith in Jesus down or something like that, you know what I'm saying, because you see it ain't really necessarily put you in a position. And that's where everybody is in it for. Now, if you get wrapped up for the witchcraft in it, then that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't nobody tell you to believe it like that, except that community that you was involved in. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And they were just going off of interpretation based upon them trying to get their life together in order and right. You know what I'm saying? They still waiting on something to come say them. So that's one other thing you gotta be, so once you understand that, so we go through the birth, we go through the highest point of something. We go through the death of something and shit like that, and then we have to let things die. So birth, life, the fall, and the death of something, right? And that's kind of what we see in even on the microcosm level with the transition of the seasons. We can see that with veggies and shit like that, but we do see shit keep getting reproduced and things. So it's not about what you do; it is about how you do it, because you can put a seed in the ground, but if it ain't got the right environment, you know what I'm saying, if it ain't correlated with Mother Earth, right? That seed might look like, or that fruit come out looking like your grandma feet or something like that. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? That fruit ain't gonna be at its height, so it's the right environment. So when we look at the environment and what was even played upon over here, you know what I'm saying, type shit. You know what I'm saying? Your environment is provided by others. It ain't provided by you and stuff like that. So that's why it's good to know your environment. Other than that, you somewhere retarded, somewhere home and doing some dumb stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't got nothing to do with nothing. When you know your environment, you know what I'm saying, you can grow properly. You know what I'm saying? So even with the deer, you know what I'm saying, Gemini being representative of the deer, deer, what's significant about the deer is his antlers and stuff like that. So, it's like bones, almost outside in type shit, right? When you look at it from the surface and shit like that. So, these is the forms that we create. Logic is like that, It can be used on the external, you know what I'm saying? Where you can see logic, okay, this is because when we call this a pen, like we can say this is a pen, right? This ain't necessarily what we call in a pen. This is an object that somebody made that has certain qualities. A pen, when you say a pen encapsulate multiple of these things, right? So that's an idea. You know what I'm saying? It ain't earth, right? So a pen encapsulate multiple or a word or idea encapsulate multiple things. So even when so that's why you see, you gotta watch kind of, it's like in the spirit realm too, you kind of gotta watch what you around. You gotta watch what you hang with. You gotta watch what you, know what I'm saying, because you could be in an idea or a thought that was created by, somebody that was encapsulating your energy type shit. You know what I'm saying? And some of these things is good too, some of these things is bad. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how you do it and stuff like that. So like government and stuff like that, that's good. Iroquois and shit like that, all the natives and shit like that, they had their own shit as well, but for the most part it's about shit, we all here now, you know. And some people did that shit negative, they had their own thoughts and shit like that and whatever. Now we can see the result. We can see the result. We can see the result. Just retarded race of people. So, and that's where we at in today's time. But so yeah, Jupiter square Saturn. We're gonna be learning to make sense of our experience. So, all of this is done with the environment. So you should know where you at. You should know where you at. And if you don't know where you at, you didn't want to know where you was at. You didn't know you didn't want to know where your will was at. You know what I'm saying? You didn't want to know. You didn't want to will yourself into existence. Because you could have been here. You could have been here. You could have been talking your shit. You could have been, sharing your travels with your people and shit like that. And I ain't saying you got to be doing specifically what I'm doing, but it's just, y'all get what I'm saying? It's a space. Like, you know what I'm saying? You want to be aware of what's going on. You really do. You really do. So, yeah. This is a nice Jupiter day. And I'm hoping everyone could enjoy their travel on this day. I just kind of woke up and wanted to, share that things, you know, other than that, um, it's not really much interesting going on in the world. Then kind of like what we be talking about. So, you know, um, and then like that, you know, I created wanted to get up one day and created that responsibility. You know, it was shit done in the world. You know what I'm saying? About individuals that led up to me questioning my reality to get on here and start communicating about it. You know what I'm saying? So I just be talking about things that you can go look up and shit like that. It ain't really, you know what I'm saying? You know, it ain't really too far off. You know, I don't know what world y'all be in. It ain't really too far off though, you know? So like looking at my exposition, but yeah. So for the most part, you know, we in a sense where we got a platform where everybody is watching us. You know, we got politicians watching us. You know, we got rappers and stuff like that. We got politicians being friends with the rappers that's watching us, and they friends watching us. So it's just like because they know the political system, and then you know, I don't know what game. I don't know. I don't deal. I don't take parts. I don't take parts. You feel me? I just play where I like to play. You know, I don't take parts. You know what I'm saying? I don't take parts in humanity. You know, I'm juice or real shit. So, you know, the better you know where you at, you know, you will develop the right stimuli, you know, in your life to react to, right? Let's say you just landed in the motherfucking woods, right? You know what I'm saying? And you unaware what the woods is. Your ass gonna run into a wolf. Your ass gonna run into a big ass bear. Your ass gonna run into, you know what I'm saying? You gonna run into a lot of stuff that you wasn't familiar with, you know? And then let's say you go into um, a situation with a map or something like that, or the insides out, and the insides out, the information, the logic. Okay, you're gonna be better prepared, right? So, like I said, for the most part, we got a big stage right now for common sense. You know what I'm saying? So if you can get on YouTube and spit common sense, you know what I'm saying? You just like, you know what I'm saying? You will be watched by the government and everything. You know, they attack your pages and stuff like that, hack your page, all that. You know? You won't be monetized and stuff. You know, so you just gotta take it like that way. That way, yeah, that way. So y'all make sure y'all like this and shit like that as well. And subscribe if you're not subscribed. You know. But for the most part, you know, that about covers it, brother. That about covers that. That about covers that. I'm just trying to see what y'all talking about. Y'all ain't talking about nothing though. Y'all ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? They talk about nothing. So yeah. Now, for the most part, daily chakra work. You know what I'm saying? Daily chakra work. That's what it's about. Daily chakra work. So you want to, you know, what chakras you experiencing, and you know, they already got it mapped out for you. We didn't already kind of created the blueprint and shit like that. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Well, they renamed it different days and shit like that. But you know, the Native Americans already, when they was taking pointers and shit like that of how we run our system. This is what this built off of. So y'all don't think natives gonna have some type of information on it in their blood system. You know, y'all ain't never heard of hereditary. You never heard of hereditary. You know, so obviously it's just gonna be able to be talked about and sift through and give you the right information. You know, or a way to look at it where we was in creation with it too and shit like that. And y'all just took the names and just made it something else and just tried to say like play like y'all made it. But you know, so even the trade route wars and shit like that, you know, it was that on a physical level, and then they got the speculative level too and shit like that. They took our trade routes, and also they took the way we, you know what I'm saying, trade, you know what I'm saying, language and shit, tried to you know what I'm saying, distort it a little bit. But you know, but it's always, but for it to run, it has to be that. So I don't get how you don't think something like hereditary would wake up in a new world and be like, oh la 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 la, like, and it's like watch all the scary movies, watch all the native hobby, go to the baseball games, and turn into something, you know what I'm saying, like even more pristine and stuff like that. Oh, like these people came and like killed me and like and then made me some new shit. Like I could just be like, you know what I'm saying, new it. like, like you get what I'm saying? Like you gotta understand it from that context too. So it's like, why would you think death would solve like genocide? Like anytime you go to the extreme in any level, you just show like how much of a bitch you is. That's like in any that's like in anywhere in the world. You got it. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. They trying to level out now too. So that's why they promoting Kanye West and shit like that, because they be watching my videos and shit like that. And the people and shit like that. So they cause when I talked about uh what the fuck was this shit? The museum shit, the reparations and shit, them shadow banning us and shit. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to figure out a way to recapsulate and stuff like that, and using the Africans and shit like that. They want to be African. The shadow government, they really want to be African too. Like that's so all you're gonna see is them popping up with African pictures, making African jokes, making nigger jokes or something like that. Like that's all they do, just make, you know what I'm saying, African joke, or make something go viral or something like that that's dealing with some type of debauchery from y'all community and stuff, because they make y'all judge y'all community, and then for the most part they make y'all need them too. So you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, if you know, once you depended on something for support and stuff, and you got to condemn these qualities and stuff, but they can't really necessarily get y'all and shit like that. So that's why they had to. That's why you saw Elon and Kanye tweet and shit again. Real shit, tell you and stuff. And Kanye back at $1 billion because they got to find out a new way to do Jupiter's direct now. So it's like we didn't already took up the sauce and stuff like that. We did already database. Kanye listened to us, so they tried to infiltrate Kanye and shit like that. And Kanye was talking to me low key. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, they trying to do the African, so they trying to be African now. So they trying to be all y'all Africans and stuff. So y'all watch out. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, watch out. And shit. You know, and even the Black Revolution. There will be no Black Revolution. There is no Black Revolution. You know what I'm saying? Without y'all understanding, even your African Americans understanding the starting point of the blacks and how that was created. And that was created based upon in the 16th century, once the fucking Spaniards came over here and shit like that, and tried to invade some natives and shit like that. Natives killed them, they killed them and shit like that. And then what's his name? Della Casa, or some shit like that. You know, that guy. You know, he started them people and the French and them created the term Negro because they came up with a way to bring Africans out here and shit like that and mix them and shit like that. And this was gonna be what the Negro was. You know what I'm saying? Before it was nigger and shit like that. That was created from some Spaniards from Europe and shit. So, but yeah. But you know, so be attentive. You feel me? And this is God's way that you do it. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, so now they want, so even like y'all can see it, like, you know, but you know, shout out to Beyonce and shit like that. You know, she won the little country shit or whatever. So that's good. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Beehive, you feel me? But yeah, that's why they gave y'all a right to see. See, it was racist all the way up to like a couple days ago. We saw Kanye get back to a billionaire. We saw Beyonce win in a country. They realized they started going overboard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We saw Elon tweet Kanye and stuff. Jay-Z back outside. Oh, it ain't racist no more. Okay, it's safe. Is it safe? I don't know. We got, So I don't even understand. That's why I say I don't even understand when African Americans be talking about 40 acres and a mule either, because it's like, I'm saying Native Americans ain't getting nothing like that back. So it's like, yeah, they gonna get y'all our land that they was supposed to get back to us. Hold on, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. They finna give y'all our land. Well, it makes sense in the sense of capitalists. So that's why I'm saying, like, either y'all Afro colonists, y'all gotta know what y'all be talking about. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can't be colonized and stuff like that. And you know, we still here and stuff like that. And then y'all think we y'all and stuff, and I'm talking about we gotta go back to Africa and stuff. Like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. But for the most part, Jupiter and Gemini, this is expansion of your environment, expansion of your community. You know, and you know the breakdown of Gemini. It's a mutable air sign, so your community is multiple ideas and a conversation back and forth, with other individuals. It's not a fixed air sign. It's not like the fixed air sign Aquarius, where it's the conversation um, that you're in already, or Libra, where it's the conversation that, you depend on conversation and shit like that. Is more so Gemini, and that is being more so in the field of communicating and analyzing a little bit of everything and your surroundings, and not caring like who it's from, type shit and shit like that. And that'll help you get more familiar with your interactions between your environment. Interaction is gonna tell you, okay, you need to be a little bit more in the space where the things that you are familiar with is things like uh, knowing how to expand on something, mentally. So if you saying I don't know what I'm going through right now and shit like that, you haven't caught on. Everybody should know to to some extent of kind of what they're going through right now. So remember that as well. And we're gonna keep staying on track, and to the next one and shit like that. But yeah, that's really it, man. So but yeah, so we change. Let's get on here and say what it is. We changing culture. We updating history. We speaking real shit. We got the best knowledge. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about people I'm associated with, and me, of course. We got the best looks, shit, the best concept, the best gold, all of that. And it's kind of, I kind of get on here and I be kind of trying to like figure out like, how did I get in that position? And I have nothing to do but thank, the Great Spirit, right? And all of the people that conspired this moment. You feel me? So thank for conspiring. You feel me? Thank for conspiring. Okay? So other than that, turn the channel or not. But this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? 2020 motherfucking 5. It's a 9-year. And so yeah, I'm back in the flesh to teach. You know what I'm saying? It's my birthday year too and shit like that. My birthday, yep. It's my birthday. It's my birthday. It's my flight day and shit like that. It is my flight day. You feel me? Yeah, so we just for today, you can get out here and be in better spirits and kind of know what's going on. Be more, so now you have more knowledge of what's going on, more awareness of what's going on, more awareness of how it may be played on you and shit like that. And I ain't here to be nobody's savior for the most part. I'm just here to motherfucking tell you what the fuck is going on and shit from a Native American perspective about how we used to motherfucking watch the stars and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and the sun and shit like that. But other than that, you should be equipped. You want to be equipped when you're going out in the world and indulging in your day. You know what I'm saying? And when you're with people, you want to be equipped. You feel me? Why not be equipped? Why not be familiar? Why not be in that type of space? It's not that hard. You know what I'm saying? So why not? If it's smoke, make it easy. You don't run nowhere to go. Come and see me. You do this shit for sure. All right? Be equipped. Be equipped. And stuff. So you don't have to keep making situations and manifesting certain situations and shit like that where you keep getting dropped off in the woods without an instruction book of how to survive in the woods and stuff like that. You don't gotta be in that position. You can be in a situation where you got the instruction manual of how to, do things and survive and stuff like that. Survive these space travels. And we're gonna be here for the rest of the day, after evening, and more and more and more. And we on your ass. We on your ass. Okay? Okay? We on your ass. We on your ass, Mr. Postman. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. That's your ass, Mr. Postman. So yeah, I want everybody here. You know what I'm saying? If you need a basic instruction manual on how to, start delving in astrology, go to cito.world/store. That's CEITO.world/store. And go get that book. 50% off now. Discount code Aqua Season. You know what I'm saying? Go get that motherfucking book. You know what I'm saying? Audio book done by me, Cito. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? You'll get the basis of how to, start piecing out your motherfucking day, in astrology terms, like the Native Americans and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So you can be on an American soil with the Native American fruits and stuff. And stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, be equipped. Be equipped. Equipped. Some shit like that. Some shit. Yeah. Anybody want to talk or something like that about your zodiac sign or some shit like that? Or, we have anybody have any questions about anything? If so, I'll leave y'all about this last couple minutes and stuff like that. And then, we'll just start actually getting in the day, right? All right? Bring your ass to the floor and ask your motherfucking question if you got one. Other than that, I'm saying this is spirit coach, bitch. I don't gotta see you. I don't even have to look at your face. You gonna get motherfucking shape and form when you around me. You know that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get mentally stretched out. You know what I'm saying, coach? Zeus and shit like that. I don't have to see who you with. You're gonna get motherfucking expanded. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna feel stressed. Oh shit, that's what it is. Oh, that's what that was. You're gonna get motherfucking shape and form when you around Cito the spirit coach. And especially in this motherfucking age of Aquarius. Okay? Now, y'all said we could do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. We could do this the easy way, or we could do this. Oh. Oh shit, grandma. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. So, we just trying to bring, a little bit more peace to the world. You know what I'm saying? Like the natives do and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? A little more peace to the world. But yeah, for the most part, we need. Hey, Kanye, we need the schools to have native astrology teachings and shit like that. You know what I'm saying, by the people I'm associated with. Uh, yeah. What else we need? We need. I feel like that for sure. Like, yeah, you need to get on Elon Musk about going to Jupiter. So we got Occupy Jupiter. So I need you to holler at Elon Musk about that. And also, it was one more thing. It was Occupy Jupiter that we trying to do. Is we need the the school shit. We need the school. You know what I'm saying, and the native teachings back in the government and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, we need funding and shit like that because it's crazy. Like a whole, like you have Africans over here, Asians over here, and they ain't even funding no people with a Native American blood on this soil. So it's like, what is it? Is it still racist or something like that? Is it still like that? You know what I'm saying? Like you have Chinese over here, whole Chinatowns. Where is Native American land and shit like that? The Native American Museum should be like one of the biggest museums in America. You know what I'm saying? It should be bigger than all the museums. And you know what I'm saying? So like, where is like what is it? So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then y'all should already have a system in play too, where it's easy to track people's roots and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, we didn't already know like for y'all to take over, y'all had to kill a lot of people. Like we know that. Like we did already accepted that. And but we didn't already went to spaces where like we know that that was the thing. So it's like, you know, you can't kill the spirit type shit. So, you know, we was trying to tell y'all that back then type shit. But we are so we need that repatriation shit. We need that like we need Elon Musk to get on that. You know what I'm saying? The AI should be able to track who the fuck my tribe was and shit. Like if it can't do that, AI is trash. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to hear nothing about AI unless it's doing some shit like that. It should be able to track my ancestor, what she was doing, where she was living, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? My bloodline, or something like that. You know what I'm saying? If y'all ain't got no system in play and y'all trying to update America, you know what I'm saying, to be more fit for Americans and shit like that, not people that's coming over here that's invading and shit like that, or that y'all been allow people to migrate and shit with the politics and stuff like that. You know, those should be more the things in play. You feel me? The schools, the teachings, you know what I'm saying? A Native American not gonna be able to get their mind right through Christianity. We all done already, how many years we didn't learn that? About 300. So they're not gonna be able to do that. So, you know, it's more peace done with Native Americans when we are in our rights, you know, in our ceremonies and type shit. You always see that. You always see it. You ain't never seen it differently. And shit like that. You have a Native American up here talking about some Christian or some shit like that, they about to lose their mind. You know, because that was created off getting rid of them. So, you know, but yeah, we need that. We need that updated. We need the Occupy Jupiter fund and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So CETO can start exploring how we gonna go to Jupiter and shit. Y'all can have Mars and shit. Occupy Jupiter. CETO tribe and what are you doing? And then we got what else we got? Yeah, we need better funding. Like yeah, I don't want to hear shit about a white man getting funded or getting mad about other people coming on this land and shit like that, destroying the country and shit like that when y'all did that first. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is we complaining with y'all for and shit like that, and y'all ain't even get that part right. So I don't want to hear that in the news. I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, I don't want to turn that shit the fuck off. Nobody wants to hear a white man complaining about migrations that y'all, first of all, we don't have control over, and then y'all did that first. You know what I'm saying? Y'all migrated y'all ass over here first. They got rid of Native Americans through disease. 40 million Native Americans died and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Just to integrate with y'all, what I'm saying? Mix us in and call us black Negro or something like that or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, nobody want to hear that shit. Then we need to repatriation AI update and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Something that can, something that can find the ancestors. Something that could, track. Like, y'all, come on. We need ancestors that are like for real though. Like not no shit where it's like telling you, you know what I'm saying, you some shit you not. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. So like the world ain't real until we got these. I'm telling you right now, the world ain't real, and it won't be in no space of familiarity until we have these things. Okay? Because we hearing it. Now, need that. And then, you know what I'm saying, we need Cito record label and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? With about $1 million in there and shit like that, we need that too. You know what I'm saying? So people could get the real native energies and spirits and shit like that. So we need that. And what else? Yeah, I mean, shit like that. Other than that, y'all keep doing y'all white man tactics. Oh yeah, we need more Native American schools, facilities like museums and shit like that that really can teach the culture and shit like that. Like really, the Native American museum, it should be a Native American museum that's the biggest museum ever. Period. If that don't happen, you guys are trash as Americans. You guys are trash as politics. You guys are trash as. If these things don't happen, you guys are trash. If these things don't happen, so the Native American Museum should be the biggest thing, a museum in history. So you know what I'm saying? That should be on American soil. Think about how many motherfucking tourists are coming to see that. Think of how many motherfuckers would want to come over here and integrate. You know what I'm saying, with the teaching and the natural sense of the shit. Like, come on, man. Other than that, it's trash. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't desire to hear. Okay? And yeah, Kelsey, the spirit coach, you are now drinking the wine of Zeus. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody that came. Get y'all ass in the motherfucking